A friend in need, a friend indeed. A friend with weed is better. A friend with breasts and all the rest. A friend who's dressed in leather. A friend in need, a friend indeed. A friend who'll tease is better. Our thoughts compress, which makes us blessed and makes for...
I'm Brian, this is Kim, and today's subject is about friendship. The good, the bad, the ugly, the do's, the don'ts, all that good stuff that we just really don't like in the first place. So,
yeah, I've recently experienced some frustration with a friend, and I guess, you know, what bothers me is the disrespect. You know, when you set up something and be like, hey, you know, call them up, let's go do such and such, you know, this weekend. And you call them that day, it's like, hey, still gonna meet up? Oh, we're going camping, or whatever, you know, that really gets under my skin.
I get a lot of those.
Yeah. So, what do you do about it? I mean, how do you handle it?
Me, personally, I've gotten to the point where it doesn't bother me too much anymore. I just kind of go off and do my own thing now, but my favorite is when we both make a plan, and then it's like they set up with something else on the same day, and, well, let's do it later, and then later comes, and, well, we're still doing this, and it's like, well, but basically what I do, I just got to the point where I just don't worry about it anymore, but I still make another try to show that I'm the one doing the effort, and if it doesn't work out that way, then I let it go. Sound like a quitter, but oh well.
Yeah, I mean, I have friendships that are in good shape, but then there's that, you know, that one particular friendship that's like, every time something happens. And I'll admit, one time I had to cancel because situations out of my control. But, you know, what I wonder is, when your friends piss you off, you know, and it's like, you know, they're constantly breaking plans, do you address it? Do you say anything, or you just...
Yeah, me, I've made it a point to just outright say it. I mean, I do what I feel is enough chances. I give enough chances. Like, majority of people I've given like 2 or 3 chances, and then after a while I'm like, well, yeah, I can't keep doing this, you know. We always set up plans, you cancel them, and I'm not saying that you're lying to me or something like that, but I'm just not going to go on with it. So whenever you feel comfortable in getting a hold of me to go do something, hey, we'll go. If not, then, well, I can go do other things, you can do other things, and we're not wasting each other's time by talking, basically.
Yeah. In a way, to me, it sounds like, looking at this from standing on the outside, kind of, you know, in a way, a friendship is like, you know, kind of like an intimate relationship. You've got to, you know, treat it well, or it's going to go to shit. You personally, do you have any, like, etiquette or guidelines as far as, you know, this is the kind of friendship I'd like to have, and this is the way I'd like to be treated? I mean, not spoken, but, you know.
Yeah, internal. What I do is I like, you know, I can level, with certain people I can level a certain relationship. I mean, there's those, that are old-time friends that you can either have the option of saying, or they can be the old type of friends that you just say hi, do a little bit of catch-up, and then go on your way and never see them again. Or there's those friends that you see all the time, and you still have that very same option of whether it just be or have a conversation with, talk, meet up, do whatever. And then there's some others where, you got the benefits there, but nothing really much to say on that. But me personally, I like to have a good call every once in a while.
Yeah, I can totally agree with you there.
Even if it's online, say hi, hold a 5-minute conversation.
Yeah, lets each other know that they're still alive.
Yeah.
That was one thing that recently I called a friend, and I was just feeling super excited and really talkative. And it's just like, maybe I'm being a little obnoxious. And he's like, no, it's cool, I'm glad that you're talking, I don't have to talk. But he said to me that one thing that made him feel good was someone acknowledging that, he still existed.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds kind of sad, but in a way, in all reality, it makes you feel good that someone thinks of you.
Mm-hmm.
For me, like a phone call or some type of communication, whether it's online, and then, in all reality, to keep a friendship solid, in my experience, is meeting up and doing stuff and hanging out, whether, if it's something just corny, coming over and bullshitting,
Mm-hmm.
or, coming over for dinner, or going out for dinner, or, for me in my situation, me and my friends getting together and going to the park and taking our kids and letting them play and exhaust our energy, and we can just relax.
Yeah.
Being able, I don't know, for me, what I feel is important to maintain a healthy friendship is to be able to keep my life in balance. Because, friendships are not, or any relationship, to be quite honest, is to have that support network, to have somebody to share your life experiences with, whether it's, the good, the bad, the ugly, or the indifferent.
Mm-hmm.
To be able to share laughter with. I think that's just part of life. It's no fun to really do it on your own. I enjoy it sometimes, don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But to really, I don't know, I really just dig being able to connect with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I feel is important.
Yeah. I feel you there. I don't know, when it comes to me, I just pretty much became an asshole. And my friend Craig, he was the first one to say, you've grown really bitter. And when you sit in an apartment alone for 4 years with people saying they're gonna come over, or they're gonna visit, or we want you to go do this, pretty much drives you up the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not saying that I just sit in there and not do nothing, but you kind of look forward to wanting to go do something, and they're like,
Well, instead of bitter, I think a better choice of words would be that you're actually standing your ground now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that I had to relearn how to do. And it's not so bad, because I feel like, from my experiences, because I stand my ground now, that I'm actually got friendships that, they hold up to their word,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's important. It's just like